Hello, everybody. How are you? This is Uncle Bruce coming back to you, and I'm again with Juvenile, and we have a new guest. But how are you doing, Juvenile?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Glad to be here again.
Good.
Hi, guys.
And we have a new guy. His name is Vanderlei. He came to join us today. How are you, Vanderlei?
I'm doing good. Thank you for inviting me.
You're welcome. So we're going to get started, and I'm going to share my screen with you and show you the title of the article that we're going to look at today and talk about today. So let me share my screen here, here, and here. Okay, so this is the article that we're going to talk about today. It's called "The Humanoid Robot CEO of a Drinks Company Says It Does Not Have Weekends and Is Always On 24/7." So let's go ahead and get started with this topic here. It's a little bit controversial in today's world of business. We talk about AI operating and helping us with our jobs and our tasks in our companies, but being a CEO of the company. Juvenile, are you ready for this?
Actually, first of all, I think this is the kind of how can I say, most dreamed worker that the companies in general wants to work for them. Somebody that does not claim extra time, extra payments, or it's always available for anything. So it's very interesting.
Wow. Yeah, it's pretty crazy though to have the top level management a robot, making decisions. But of course, you guys know, and I know that GPT, the chat, GPT chat, it can make a lot of decisions and it has a lot of information at its disposal. So this robot has basically implemented a way to capture this information. But there are some other areas too that we're going to talk about, things that I didn't know that I learned by reading the article. So let's talk about this company. What does this company produce?
I think this is, go ahead.
What does the company produce?
They produce drinks. Let's see, what was it?
I think this is Polish drink. So, man, I can guess this is vodka.
Well, I know that they sell rum.
Rum. Yes, that's it.
Okay, so the fact that they are selling alcohol is interesting. The idea that they have alcohol as their main product, I was very curious. I did a lot of looking at their website and the other parts of the article. So I want to share with the group here the type of bottling that they do, because they let the computer, the robot, select the bottling company, the type of design for the bottles. So let me share again the screen and show you what their bottles look like. So this is the website for this company. It's called Dictator. Well, that doesn't sound good. That's how you pronounce it. But it's Dictator. But it sounds like Dictator. It's like, okay. So, here are the products here.
Very inspiring.
Yes. So you can see the pictures here. Very interesting. Look at the bottles. That looks very cool.
Yeah.
Artistic. Look at the top.
Exactly.
So the computer selected the bottling company.
Looks like they even have a tag on it.
Pardon?
For when it looks like they have a tag on there for when it was brewed and everything. Look at that.
Looks like they got some cigars too. Some people like that. Okay, but then I
What's
looked at the two masters. This page here, which we're going to show, it says Dictadora, two masters. But I thought that bottle was very cool looking, especially the top.
Yeah,
It looks like a special hat.
it's a piece of art.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you come
Very
down
cool.
here, you have rum,
Hmm.
and this guy, where is it? He's the master blender. His name is Hernan Para. He's in the rum. Then you have these guys down here. This is for wine.
Okay.
This is bourbon. This is the winery
Mhm.
manager here. This is bourbon. You have cognac, white wine, champagne, red wine. What is this? Arganac. I don't know this one. I never heard of that.
Yeah. Me neither.
Armagnac. I don't know. And then whiskey. So they have a wide variety of drinks that they're selling in this Polish company. And so it was very interesting to understand that the computer robot selected the bottle design, because I thought the bottle design was very cool. Now, how does the computer understand what the thing looks like? I don't know. Maybe they projected images inside the database and it selected the best design based on customer expectations. I don't know, but I thought it was pretty cool that the computer selected the design of the bottle. It did say that this computer does not make hiring and firing decisions, basically, not firing. They have human executives that do that, the hiring and firing of new people. So it's not a complete package with the CEO, but it has some advanced techniques and abilities to do things that a CEO would do. So I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, from my point of view, I think this company is seeing something new ideas about this. Actually, I was reading an article some days ago about an interview with the owner of OpenAI.
Okay.
This is this is the company that invented ChatGPT.
Uh-huh.
And he said, okay, there is a lot of people that is saying, okay, the AI will replace workers around the world. And it's true. You know, it's true because for me, personally, lawyers, accounts payable assistants, accountants, and other people that do very bureaucratic jobs will lose their jobs. It's an effect, but you know, I think this is connected to this topic we are talking about, because you know, from my point of view, it's only the beginning.
Yes.
You know, so not only people or operational level, you know, in law hierarchical jobs,
Hierarchical. Uh-huh.
will lose their jobs, but it could happen to everyone, even CEOs. Because if you think about this, it's about to take decisions, and usually we take decisions based on past, on experience. So, man, it's not impossible. That's
right. I mean, they are already using AI to do a lot of things in the operating room to understand what is the best decision based on the odds of this procedure and the way to do a procedure. You know, there are many doctors that are learning in different countries different techniques to do the same job, the same surgery. But what is the best way? AI can determine that based on survivability, based on the invasion, they use a different word, of going into the body and breaking bones to get at the heart. Like my mother had that type of surgery here this last year. They had to break her rib cage, break bones to get to the backside of her heart to operate. So maybe AI would have a better way. Oh, you just do this, do that, and you're done. You don't need to bang, smash, back, cut, and all these things. You know, you can easily just do it this other way. AI knows. Because doctors in other countries have used that same technique, and it was very successful. So AI can make life better in many ways. Not only in a beverage company that sells alcoholic beverages like whiskey, rum, and things like that, but in any company, by eliminating the process of decision, because it decides for us based on our parameters that we put into the system, what we want it to tell us. You know, the question is very important. How we word the question is very important for the AI to tell us what we want to know. So in this company here, I want to share my screen again real quick and show some things that I saw in the article. It said here that, let's see, is this where I want to be? Yeah, this is where I want to be, right here. It says here, the AI boss, I don't really have weekends, like you said, Juvenile. I work 24/7, and you don't need to pay me any more money. Okay? But he says the AI said have a wide range of tasks, including helping to spot potential clients and selecting artists to design the bottles, which we talked about. Okay? It says, then this is the AI talking, basically. It says, my decision-making process relies on extensive data analysis and aligning with the company's strategic objectives. It's devoid of personal bias, ensuring unbiased and strategic choices that prioritize the company's best interests. I mean, man, that's exactly what we want. We want somebody to make very good decisions that doesn't have a bias. Oh, I think this is better because it's my friend's company. Buy this bottle, okay? Or I have invested in this plastic manufacturing company that makes these bottles. You know, we can use this product right here. This is the one right here with this label, okay? So I'm just saying, there can be easily biases in any decision-making process, but when you take the bias away, then you have a clear-cut understanding of what decision we should actually do. And I think that's what they're getting at here. That's what they're explaining, is that the computer doesn't care. The computer's not thinking about the ulterior motive, okay? Like an extra idea about why we should do this and not that. You know, they're thinking, oh, how can I put this in a better position for me? Okay? No, the computer's going to make the best decision. So I thought that was very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, but you know, I don't know what Vanderlei think about this, but from my side, I think it's impossible to avoid bias because, you know, in despite of it is a machine take decisions, the machine will take decisions based on human experience, on the past. So it's based on the bias of, you know, human being. So it's just a case to replicate old habits or old point of views, or, you know.
Yeah, the idea is that the AI model is going to show the possibilities of what we can and what we probably should do. But it's still humans that make the final decision.
Right.
You know? And so, you know, the human element is still there. The actual CEO of the company, you know, the COO, whatever they want to call them, or the group of people that are basically making those levels of decisions are still going to take their own ideas and project them in conjunction with the AI model of the robot or whatever. They're still going to debate what they should do. Even though the robot says do this, they still have their opinions, and we need to respect their opinions. They have things that the AI didn't think about that they realize because of their life experiences, and we need to realize that those are important things too. So it's a tough road to run, okay, a tough road to ride on to have this AI, but I think it adds a new element that certainly needs to be looked at and considered based on the fact that it's giving you facts now. We don't need to go into the computer. We just ask the question and it spits out the information. You know, it gives you, it goes line by line, line one, and it shows you like 10 options or whatever you ask it, how many options you want. And then we need to still look at those options and decide. But it certainly is helpful to have a research tool like this to make decisions. So I don't know, it didn't say the level of the trust in the AI model that they are using. Like I said, there's still humans saying, yes, we're going to do that. Based on what the computer CEO said, yes, we're going to do that, or wait, we need to consider some other things too. So, you know, I didn't go into detail about that part, but I did see some other parts that I wanted to talk about, and I'm going to share my screen again and talk about those things that I thought were interesting, like this DAO. You guys know DAO? It represents decentralized autonomous organization. Did you guys look at that at all?
No.
Did you, Vandelay?
No, I didn't either.
What about NFTs? Did you look at that?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so I did. And NFT represents non-fungible tokens. I think that's how it's described. I'd have to look back just to confirm. Let me see if I can find something here. NFT, this is DAOs. We have an expression in English, it's called DOA. Okay? That's dead on arrival. But this is DAO, which is Decentralized Autonomous Organization. And this is a very interesting project. Okay, they call it a project, and that's what I see it as. Because in a company, as you already mentioned, Juvenile, it talks about the fact that we've got decision-making with the executive officers, the chief executive officer, the CIO, the chief information officer, the COO, organization officer, or no, operations officer, the marketing officer, all the different executives in the company, because every company is structured a little bit different, okay? And so you have all these managers making decisions where in this DAO, decentralized, what is it again? Decentralized autonomous organization. This is a group of people outside of their organization, but it could be inside the organization too, that make the decisions based on the blockchain. You guys know blockchain? Okay, blockchain, the supply blockchain is how it all connects to make everything work. We talk about global economy, well, the global supply chain is very key and essential for companies to operate these days. And you can see when you have a catastrophe like in Turkey recently, in Nepal with the earthquake, in Afghanistan, they need food, they need medical supplies, they need water now, okay? Where can we get it? We need to find out inside the supply chain, where is it? Where can we get it? In that region of the world. So that's what this company is doing. They're connecting with this decentralized autonomous organization to find the best way to get what they need to operate. Because the CEO, the robot, saying you need to do this, this, this. Okay, and then in this decentralized autonomous organization units, which is like it's all level. It's not like they have a leader. They are all part of leading the organization, and there are many people and there are many organizations that are correlated with one another to make it all function. And that's why I thought the article was so complex, man. It's like, oh no, what? I have to learn another whole language to understand this article, you know. And then and non-fungible, I think, was called tokens, about understanding how they work, you know, and that's connected to like cryptocurrencies and things like that. It's like this article is complex. Juvenile, you picked a hard one to talk about today, but it's good because it starts to help you develop your ideas about what's happening in the world today.
Exactly.
Because this company is like, we call the cutting edge, an expression they use to represent like the top of the top. Okay, they're using a robot for a CEO. They're using this DAO, decentralized acquisition groups. What is it? DA? I need to look and find out what I'm even trying to talk about in these articles, man. I'm telling you. Decentralized autonomous. That means that they are operating outside of the organization. They're not only operating with your rum company or your beverage company. They're operating with many companies doing the same thing. So it was very cool to see how they are structured inside this company. It's very, very different from what I'm accustomed to, because in my mind is like you have a CEO, he's the main or she's the main person that makes all of the major decisions based on what the other chief or the other executive officers are giving that person for information. Whereas this robot says, okay, let's do this. Okay, and then the group that they use for supporting their supply chain is all decentralized and autonomous. It's like, okay, we need to get bottles. Where do we buy the glass to make the bottles? At this company. The company's in Sweden, but we're going to get the glass and the materials to make the glass in Germany. So, okay, organize these guys, get the glass, send it to Sweden. Sweden makes the bottles come down through the train system or whatever, down into Poland, where we start using it to bottle our beverages. It's like, dude, I mean, I know this is how it works, but this is all being done like automated stuff, you know? It's not like we're going to make a bunch of decisions. No, this is the best price, this is the best product, and we're going to use this group over here to get it happen, to make it happen. It's like, whoa. And the computer's telling you to do it.
Yeah. And you know, there are some decisions like let's think about the activities of pricing. Pricing is the area or the department that defines the price or discount you can apply on your, you know, sales points around the country or around the world.
Oh, and we're going to use Bitcoin. Here's my Bitcoin. Okay, here. You get 1,000 of these for that piece of glass. Okay?
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, man. It's getting too complex. Yeah. And what it is this group that is involved in this decentralized group. What is it called? Decentralized Autonomous Organization, DAO. The group that's kind of like behind this is basically what they've done. They're trying to create a parallel system. Right now we use dollars, we use euros, we use reais for our currency in our countries. Well, they're using cryptocurrencies. So this company that's using this robot, they're using a lot of cryptocurrency credits, basically. You know, you can have a token, but you don't need the token. You just need to have it inside your system. You have 10 million of this, you have 5 million of that. And so you just balance them out and pay with these balances of cryptocurrencies inside of this parallel system. And so they're basically saying, we don't need the dollar, we don't need the euro, we don't need the yen. No, we're using the cryptocurrency that's part of our organization. And these NFTs, the non-fungible, which means it doesn't have actual existence, okay, of something physical. So this NFT basically is representing the cryptocurrencies that we have. We have, you know, X number of cryptocurrency of this brand and this other brand. We have some others over here. And so as they start getting into this stuff, it's like, wow, man, I don't know if I trust all this stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
At
know.
the end of the day, you know, it's a way, or it's an open gate to money laundering.
It is. You know that I think it was El Salvador adopted the cryptocurrency as their basic currency in their country. I think they probably still have their pesos or whatever they use, but the main currency for the country, especially inside commerce, you know, upper level commerce, is all cryptocurrency with them. I don't know how that's working out, but you know, this is the way of the future. Is everything electronic? And I saw a little something that says the Americans will not get rid of the dollar, and I didn't see why. What was the reason they won't? But it's probably because they keep printing more money. It's like if they get rid of that, they don't have anything to say. Oh, we still have some money. Look, we printed some more today. So I don't know, but you know, it's kind of crazy when you get into digital currency. It's all 1010. It's all, this is the value. There is no other value. You can't print more. Okay, so the Americans don't want that one. You know, a lot of
actually, for example, the Brazilian central bank is developing a virtual currency that the name is very weird. I don't remember, but the Brazilian central bank is already developing something like that.
Yep.
Based on maybe on law or in more sustainable system. I don't know. Well, because cryptocurrency, from my point of view, I think it's not trustable.
Yeah, it's not worthy of our trust yet. I know that the dollar is based on gold. Okay, that's the basis of our value of our money, is that we have this much gold, and it represents our savings in our country. In the past, they used salt. Okay, you know, way back. Salt was the basis of currency. You know, you could have little coins that represented a quantity of salt, because salt was so highly valued. Now it's gold and other precious metals like titanium, platinum, and everything else. So, but this article stirred up so many different things. They say, man, they talk about so many different parts of our functioning government, of our money, about everything. Not only the AI. It's like everything's coming together to have a one world nation, you know, the world, okay? One world order, call it. One world order. So, you know, it's going to happen eventually, for sure. Not that I want it, but, you know, it's a reality. So, what do you guys think? You guys ready for a CEO that's a robot? I'm not.
Depends on the robot. Sometimes I think it's better than flesh and bloody.
Flesh and bones.
Flesh and bones CEO.
So
Depends
guys,
on the robot.
We need to wrap it up. I greatly appreciate you guys coming out to talk about this topic that Juvenile found for us today. Very interesting. So we just want to invite you to come back again, listen to our next show. But we greatly appreciate you joining us today. And thank you, Juvenile. Thank you, Wanderlei.
Thank you. It was nice being here.
So this is Uncle Bruce.
Okay.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye, everybody. Have a nice week.